Hello, hello. So this is another Whiteboard Wednesday Masterclass quick recap for all of my friends and fam who weren't able to see it, maybe because you aren't in my closed Facebook group yet, or maybe because you aren't yet a member of my platform on school for strategic meditation, being visionary. But this masterclass this week was all about how to connect to and follow your guides for your business, right? So if you have ever had the experience before, hey Melinda, of connected to your spirit guides before in the past, but have fallen off the horse, right, and are having a hard time being able to hear your intuitive guidance, and to really connect deeply, this was the masterclass for you. This month is actually marks 14 years of me teaching on natural intuition to conscious entrepreneurs, CEOs, and leaders, like helping them really be able to get grounded and clear in mind, body, and business. So 14 years of teaching and speaking on this. I've led a lot of people through strategic meditations to tune into what their inner guidance is saying, especially in business. And so in this masterclass, really quickly, what we covered, I shared was my 4-5-6 method for resetting and reestablishing your ability to tune in to your higher intelligence, right? To really connect to the super conscious. And the 4-5-6 method, breaking it down, the six is the 6 steps to the structure of strategic meditation. If you've ever worked with me before or heard some of my stuff, like I teach on strategic meditation, which is meditation done first before a targeted action is taken, right? It's to pull back on the bow so that you're really taking action with power versus force. So the 6 is the exact structure, the 6 steps for doing a strategic meditation. And the 4 and the 5, right, 4-5-6 method, are how to set the stage. I like to call it your pre-flight checklist. All of the things that need to be in order before you get to sit down and meditate, period. So this masterclass is especially for you or for someone that you know who struggles with meditating, who struggles with tuning in. And also, we began by covering why exactly do we want to follow spirit guides in business? What the heck does that have to do with anything? And I specifically read from Think and Grow Rich. So, if any of you watching are fans of Napoleon Hill or have read this book, Think and Grow Rich, shout out to you. Go ahead and comment Think and Grow Rich below so I know who else is in love with this book with me. But you know that Napoleon Hill is all about the importance of the mind and developing your imaginative faculty, your ability to visualize and to have a mastermind alliance, especially in your mind first. And so we read from the chapter on imagination. In my copy, it's chapter 6 in Think and Grow Rich, when he really describes the importance of having a really powerful relationship with your creativity, your creative imagination, and how I'll even read to you. He says, the great leaders of business, industry, finance, and the great artists, musicians, poets, and writers became great because they developed the faculty of creative imagination. So if you want to become great, that is why you want to connect to and follow your guides, your inner guidance, your natural intuition in business, right? Business, the only difference between us and people who aren't in business is we get paid to solve problems, right? We get paid to serve. That's what we do, right? We seek out problems to solve and we go solve them. And that's why I love conscious entrepreneurs, because you're out there solving next level conscious like healing problems out there in the world to make big shift. And so we began with why. This is important in the masterclass. This is the super quick recap. Try to keep this like as close to 5 minutes or under 10. And then the 4-5-6 method is number 4. Well, firstly, 4 is to ready. Secondly, 5 is to aim. And then thirdly, 6 is to fire. And the reason why the numbers are 4, 5, and 6 is your pre-flight checklist for each one of them, right? So there's 4 things in your pre-flight checklist for readying yourself. There's 5 things in your pre-flight checklist, pre-flight meaning before you sit to meditate, before you go to meditate, right? So whereas meditating is the flight in this example. The 5 is for aiming is 5 things that you need to take care of before you meditate, and that this is so that you're aiming in the right direction as you do a strategic meditation. And then 6 is the 6 steps to a strategic meditation. When you have these 4 things in order before you do any meditation, what that's going to produce is that flow state. This is to protect your flow. I like to call that having a sense of synergy with your creative consciousness. So that'll have you ready to receive what your guides have for you, any decisions that you and your intuition are going to make for yourself and your business. Secondly, the 5 checkpoints when we set to aim, what that's going to produce is you being open to receiving the guidance. So just because you're in flow doesn't mean you're going to be open to following your guides. Like you may rebel, right? The inner 2-year-old teenager and all of us may be like, no, you can't tell me what to do. I'm not going to do it because you gave me advice. Therefore, you must be rebelled against, right? So we went over the 5 things to make sure that you keep you aiming mentally in the right direction so that you're open to receive the guidance that is coming through rather than judging, for example, what is that? Where's the judge? Number 2, right? So letting go of the judge. And then thirdly, when you are in flight, like when you fire, there are 6 structural steps that you need to go through that keep you in a state of allowing the guidance, the intuition, the innovations, the creative ideas, the answers to the question, right? The problem solving, the creative, what's going to keep you in an allowing state. So you may be open to it, but what if you get confused or distracted or not? Then you need to follow these 6 steps, and you need to start with the 4, then you go to the 5, and then you go to the 6. If you want to know what the heck is all of this, click the link in the description on this video so that you know how to connect to your intuition and how to get back into that flow state, back into that connected state with your spirit guides, your inner guidance. If you've fallen off the horse, this video was for you. So click the link in the description, whether you're going to watch it before it's taken down off of Facebook for free in my closed Facebook group that's in the description of this video, or if you want to get off all of this noise on social media so that you don't have to navigate through all of them in order to get to the goods, go ahead and click on the link in the description for School, which is my platform completely off and completely quiet from all of the noise on social media where these will be archived, as well as with all 14 years of all the meditations I've ever recorded. So that's 2 per week all year. 14 years, it's a lot. It's a few hundred at least. And then all of my courses on like if you want to do sales healing, right, or how to launch your business, or how to clear your energy, all of those courses, as well as my read-alongs, such as my read-along of Think and Grow Rich, which is a fan favorite with my members on my platform, or my read-along of my book, Natural Intuition Now. Go ahead, click on the link for school in the description, and you'll find all of that there. So, long story short, connect to your guides, and how you do that is you need to make sure you're ready and aim before you fire. If you're having a hard time connecting with your higher intelligence, right? If you're having a hard time making intuitive decisions and really meditating well, it's because you haven't readied and aimed before you fired. Long story short. So tag someone who needs to hear this. Comment below if this was for you and what you received for hearing all this. I'm sending you so much love. Mwah! And see you in the next quick recap. Bye for now.